Yes, it is the final Bloodborne episode. After all, there's only like 2 more bosses to fight in the entire game. Yeah. And, chalices. And that's what we're going to be doing today. Chalices. I hope y'all ready, because it's going to be a lot of the same sort of content we've seen before. But at least I've cleared out all the major chalices except for the Great Ehil Chalice, which is actually easier than the Curse and Defiled Root Chalice, so that's nice at least. Like, they really make you go through some hoops to get this final one, but hey, at least it's done. That's all I'll say. And aside from that, Intertomb's Chalice. Why not? Haven't seen one of these things yet, and even though it's a little bit out of my character's level by a lot, everything's gonna go down very quickly. Why not? I got it unlocked. You just buy this thing in one of the super early Thumeru chalices. I don't even remember. I think it's the central one. And it's just the Forbidden Woods enemies. But hey, content is content, baby. And I want to do everything in Bloodborne. I've already got everything basically prepped up as it is. Why not? Hey, by the way, chat, you got any opinions on like what to wear? I'm wearing the Tomb Prospector because, again, chalices today, but I'm also available. I'm ready to go for just about any sort of fashion combination possible, as long as it's not nothing. As long as I can't do it I can't do it naked. Oh, man. Woke up really early again today, and I am coughing a lot. I'm a coofer. Anyway, yeah, what are we doing here? As long as it's not naked. I can't do naked. I lose out on so many resistance. I need at least some piece of armor. Armor does not make that much of a difference in Bloodborne, but you need to at least wear something. Yeah, as you can see, things going down in like 2 hits here is not... the cursed gems really do make, well, not even the cursed gems, but blood gems entirely do make a really big difference in the amount of damage that you're dealing out and potentially taking, considering my health is depleting over time, but not that much. It's fine. Nah, well, and like all these items, like really not too relevant right now. Like I said, content is content, and I'll hear nothing else on the matter. All right. These guys are considered like sages or something. I'm gonna need them eventually for farming out some of the chalice supplies. Unless I just go into New Game Plus, which is the plan right now, but I don't know. Making everything tougher is still frustrating, even if it doesn't actually affect the chalice dungeons. It's just, you know, you lose out on some like the late game stuff that you can get into because you have to replay through the entire game again. Ah, well. By the way, did I have anybody naked with a top hat? Tricone hat is mandatory. I can at least do the tricorner hat. Yeah, I think I got that. That's like just the classic hunter's hat. Yeah. Looking good. Actually kind of like the super popped collar. Makes me look, like somebody from the early 2000s, 90s? When was the pop collar thing popular? I remember that being a thing. That and like backwards baseball caps. You see, it's cool because it makes it entirely ineffective at keeping the sun out of your eyes. You don't play by the rules, baby. You don't wear belts. And you don't let your hat function properly. Fashion is dumb. Anyway, continuing on. It keeps the sun off your back, I guess. Does not do a very good job of that. I'm just going to say that. Oh, no, that was not where I wanted to go at all. The new fashion is being naked. Are you going to do New Game Plus? Probably not. We'll probably do like a small amount of New Game Plus, basically, until I'll take that, I suppose. Until I start to run into any opposition at all. But the real reason is that it opens up a lot of the Chalice dungeon materials to be bought in the messenger baths. You know, just being able to buy those from basically the merchants means that I do not have to do endless grinding to open up a lot of the chalices that I have yet to open. Hey. Like, for example, purely going on New Game Plus means that I have the 5th version of the ritual blood, which you need to have for all of the super high level dungeons, just available. Buy it for like 50,000 souls, which is a lot, but not actually all that much in terms of cost when you're this far into the chalice dungeons. Like, I can get that sort of stuff trivially. Hey. There. What? Wasn't enough? Come on. But yeah, it's like, I'm not gonna race you to do like huge new game plus 6 sort of thing. That would be way excessive. I mean, as it is though, it's like I basically fought every one of the enemies and everything in the game here, so going to New Game Plus shouldn't be too big of a difference. I think there's maybe like a couple extra things I could do. I don't know. As it is, though, like I said, the big thing is doing all of the... The big thing is doing all the chalice dungeons right now, because I've got basically everything unlocked. As long as the fact that I have the cursed and defiled Dumero chalice done is like, that's the biggest thing, because that one is just horrible to go through. But I did it. And went and beat Amygdala yesterday off screen. It took many tries. It took basically understanding how to fight that. By the way, yeah, this guy is a boss. Sure, whatever. Whatever, game. You can say what you want. Yeah, it basically required me to learn every single one of the attacks and how punishable they are and everything like that. Come on. But it's like, you know, it's a very possible boss fight. It's just it's just so frustrating how ridiculously difficult it is with the amount of health you have in that a single brain sucker. Look, Doc, it's you. Yeah. I mean, basically. I would still say if I was any Bloodborne character, I would be the fat watcher, the fat naked watcher with the mace, because that speaks to me on a personal level. But yeah, just dodge. It's not even about dodging, really. It's like mostly when I was fighting the Amygdala, and I think we might actually have an opportunity to kind of show off the strategy coming up here. It's like you just kind of like wait for him to attack, and if it's an attack that you can retaliate to, then you go in. If it's not, then you just kind of wait around until it does an attack that you can retaliate to. It's like I don't even dodge most of the time. I just kind of like stand in the background until it does a good attack. Which, I mean, most of its attacks are good, but, you know. It's still, like, you have to... The level that you have to be on to be able to fight that guy proper is frustrating, especially because the hitbox is very much not super good. Much like a lot of the other kind of camera problems that you run into in Bloodborne. The camera does not like showing you the entirety of that character most of the time. Yeah, I told you. Woods, Hemwick, Poison, that's the Hintertombs place. It's a lot of fun, really. But it's like, hey, you know, this is also a place that's technically outside of Yharnam, lore-wise. It's like these are... It's like this is a bunch of areas that are being, you know, slowly carved through the rock and created by the Watchers that aren't even a part of technically where the game is. Reaching out into, well, the hinterlands. Which is interesting. The influence of the Thumeru, the ancient civilization that predated Yharnam, still remains to this day. Speaking of worms, what do worms even do in Noita? Well, I mean... presumably, like, you know, they till soil, as they do in real life. And the large ones have the potential of giving you, health upgrades when you kill them. Which is good. That's like a lot of, that's potentially a lot of extra health you can get depending on how many worms you're fighting. Also, worm blood, you can drink it and see in the dark. Bloodstarved is the first main wall for new players. Yeah. I mean, the thing is, it's like, even I knew how to fight the damn thing. And, like, I still struggled with it when I was doing this playthrough. It's kind of ridiculous. I mean, it's like a lot of the attacks can be dodged just by circle strafing, but the boss will then just kind of run out of your way. It's a sort of thing that's like that guy, Parl, and you know, like some of the other like bosses that you fight in the Chalice dungeons, especially, are just like they're huge and they move super fast. So it's kind of hard to even keep track of them a lot, much less, you know, dodge everything. Forgotten Madman. Yeah, I think this is the first time that I'm seeing this guy. He's just a church hunter, but he's a unique church hunter. I think I even also get a nope, nothing. I think I also get a cool specific outfit from this guy too, which is a lot of fun. Come on now. Like the thing he's wearing right now is something that I can get. Not that it's going to make too much of a difference, let me tell you. He will die. I will kill him. Hey, come on. Oh, or maybe I'll die, actually. Ah, come on now. This should be way out of my level. If I even got like one... If I even got like one singular thing there, I would have been fine to do it. Is this the DLC? Did you purchase the DLC? No DLC. I don't own the DLC, and I'm not going to purchase it. After watching Speedrunners beat Bloodstarved Beasts became kind of a joke. It's like, well, you know, Speedrunners, it's like if you know all the tech, you don't even need to like dodge. You can just circle strafe around in one way or another and beat every single one of the bosses trivially. It's one of those things where it's just like, man, how can you compare yourself to that though? It's like, okay, how can you even compare yourself to that? It's like it's so, people that speedrun this game are so good at it. That was some classic Bloodborne. Classic Bloodborne, everybody, am I right? All right, come on. Okay. Not a difficult fight, I'm telling you, but it's like, here we are. Okay, now come on. How many? Did I miss 3 heavy attacks in that fight alone? My God. Oh yeah, speedrunners don't even bother with that. That is true. It's like there are like weird skips and everything, but if you're doing 100%, you would. Enemy hunters have 300 arcane, and also, yeah, they have 300 arcane, infinite bullets, and just, of course, 10,000 times more health than you could possibly have. It's like, you can't do that much damage with the Rosemaryus. You can't do that much damage with, like, the Call Beyond, whatever it is. Okay, now, come on. This is downright shameful thus far. Like, sure, it's like when I get a second guy here, that would be one thing, but... Come on. I mean, they also have a million more blood tinge as well, which is a lot of fun. Thankfully not this guy, though. His blood tinge is a lot more reasonable compared to, like, the Bloody Crow of Canehurst. How come you don't want to get parried? All right, come on now. Yeah, I could just shoot him to death. I guess he actually had that little health. Unfortunately, the escort is still here. Oh, he's actually got significantly less health. Okay, there we go. Whatever. People I remember speculating that this guy was Ludwig back when Bloodborne first came out. Needless to say, we found out a different fate for that character in the DLC specifically. What is that thing? Oh, that is Anne Takamaki from Persona 5 transformed into a rat by one of Mott's spells in the 4th dungeon with cartoon with my eyeballs over it. Well, my left eye specifically. Why do you ask? These things will do poison if I get hit by them, but I shouldn't. I'm also gonna go buy that new outfit then too. Why not? It's fun. And more of these sage characters, which are fast and very resistant to getting stunned, apparently. Anyway, give it to me. I guess if I am going to go more with the Blade of Mercy, probably not, because the Saw Cleaver still does a lot of damage, as you know. As I'm sure you've probably seen thus far. That it's just like, you do have a slot for that there. Well, you just hit him. What is up with me in this dungeon and not hitting things right? No slander for Booba by saying it's from P5, but it is, though. That's specifically a screen grab that I used from Persona 5 for a thumbnail for the episode of that. Also happened to Ryuji, but I couldn't get a good shot of it. And that also happened in a later episode. And I'm not going to double dip on the rat thumbnails. That's absurd. Rat thumbnails can... And we're going to play Persona 5 Strikers? No. Actually, I guess I can't speak for everybody, but me? No. Never. I don't know, maybe... No, there's no way it's better. Well. The blood vials, again, don't even need it. And it's another one of the madmen. Or sages, or whatever they're called. Get over here. There. Well, I should also switch out my runes here. I realize that I'm still on, like, the farming runes. But I guess it doesn't really make too much of a difference now, does it? Alright. What if somebody redeems it? Well, then I'll play it, I suppose. But, like, it's not going to be the same way as I'm doing the Persona 5 series right now. Alright, let's go back to the Hunter's Ring just so I get the refill on the blood vials and bullets, because I do not remember what the final boss of this area is, but, yeah, we'll see. Rat Ann is my waifu. What, not like Rat Makoto or Rat Ryuji? Rat Yuji? Did I get... No outfit, so it might be in the inside shop. But I thought you unlocked, like, the Madman's outfit or something like that after beating that boss for the first time. Yeah, here it is. Those who go mad are merely thoughtful souls who fail to reach any conclusions. Signed, Dr. Inferno Firebird. Okay, give them to me. Still trying to kind of, like, not be too spendthrift with my insight, but I guess that's not true, as it turns out. Super low frenzy resist, from what I remember, if you equip this, but whatever. I shouldn't be encountering frenzy. Also, just like straight up a tentacle wrapped around you. Gross. But yeah, I mean that's what it is. It is what it be. Anyway, and then give me blood vials, sure. Always a pretty worthwhile purchase, if I do say so myself. Alright, let's go. Who is your Persona waifu and why is it Sojiro? Sojiro is, like, legitimately one of the best characters in the game. I love that guy. He is an intelligent, successful, dignified older man. Owns his own business that is wildly popular, even on his own terms. Even owns his own house. Caring, loving. He takes care of 2 different kids. It's like, come on. he also is very pragmatic in the way that he is getting paid for it at the very least. It's like, I love that guy. It's like, how can you not like Sojiro? I'm kind of afraid of what the rest of his plotline is going to bring in terms of the social link, because it's like, I don't want to like him less. I like him as a character. Whatever. We'll see. I'm gonna do it. If it didn't cost so much, I would redeem Hollow Knight with gun. Yeah, but like Hollow Knight, you can't suggest games, or you can't force me to play games that I've already played. What is this? Oh, another Thumerian guy. Yeah, what's this dude? Because I don't even remember like these characters. I guess he's got a magic staff. That's cool. Thumerian are large, lanky, like pale fellows that were the original creators of like Yharnam and the original devotees to the Great Ones. Okay, I tried. Very Ligarius here. Doesn't really matter. He's taking quite a bit of damage. Good. Okay. Now we got phase 2, eh? Let's see if I can't... Oh! That was a big explosion. He's not dealing that much damage, all things considered, so I think I'll be okay. Cool attacks, actually. Yeah, I totally forgot about this guy. I guess he's got, like... This is, like, legitimately one of the cooler bosses that appear in the Chalice dungeons only. Usually you get stuff like the, annoying big dog or whatever. But, this guy's got some stuff going on, and I didn't even remember him existing. Huh. Feel kind of sad in some ways, because considering it's a cool boss. Oh, well. Anyway, that's the Hintertombs. There you go. Didn't even get to see some of the big swamp areas that appear in like the original Hintertombs Chalice, but that's fine. I can deal with that. Oh, thank you, Dusty 1106. I love you. He gets even better. I don't know, man. I'll be the judge of that. Then just junk that one, and what else we got? I mean, like the lower Hintertombs Chalice if I want to go get a bunch of gross junk, but yeah, I was talking ease. I only got the ability to do one of these chalices, either the Great Thumeru, which is, like I said, is the final for, like, the major chalice plot line, I guess you could call it, or ease, the thing that I got from Ebrietas. But it's like, I should be able to just going into New Game Plus do this anyway, but I'm gonna do this one right now. We'll do that one after the actual final boss. Don't emote. I can't believe you're doing this to me. Although this is the point in time that I actually do want to switch out my, like the Ease Chalice, I think in lore, is that Ease is a place very close to the, like very close to the old gods or whatever. Meaning that it, has a lot of kin in it. There's tons and tons of kin in there. So I gotta kind of, like, not have attack versus kin down. It's important. What else? I think the Beak Mask is cool. How about the Bone Ash stuff? Just because, again, it's like, I like that style, and it's very... Actually, I don't know. What's some cool stuff here? Oh, thank you, Ooh, I love you. Thanks for helping with my insomnia. I don't know if that's supposed to be insulting. Anyway. There's so many options. So little time. What doll stuff? No, this is like an actual for real dungeon. I can't just go and put in meme stuff. I don't know. How about just the classic Hunter set? Why not? Sure. Like, I don't actually... Maybe... Yeah, there. Now I just look like the guy on the cover. Cool. But yeah, it's like I can't. Yeah, it can't be like the meme stuff, like the doll outfit or the dress or whatever. I said bone ash like an hour ago. Yeah, but it's like bone ash is. I've used that a few times, right? I don't know. Since he hasn't commented on his statements, I don't actually like tentacle stuff that much. Like straight up, it's not. That doesn't really do it for me. There, is that helpful? Ease. It's still the same place that we've seen before, but it's covered in glowing moss, which I think gives it kind of an interesting sort of aesthetic to it. I like it. It's like, seeing something that's so much closer to the kin and everything. The kin and the great ones is cool. Get a lot more of the tomb mold around here, too, I feel like. Like, I'd say it's dressed up. I don't know. It's also one of those dungeons that you can't, like, even though you get the chalice really quickly from beating a Briatos, most people just ain't going to even be able to open it up, considering it's got such enormous requirements in terms of materials to use here. Like, you got to be doing the entire chalice dungeons to be able to get in here. So it's one of those dungeons that kind of, you get the stuff for it, you get the ability to go in here, but then you never actually see it. You don't get to see its big, cool, glowing fog everywhere. All right, anyway. Oh. But is everything else correct? I don't even know. I don't know what you mean by correct. Like, what are you even talking about? Like, I don't know what you want out of me here. All right, the HP depleting is... Yeah, there's nothing else to do here. Where am I actually going? Well, whatever. Figure this out. There's got to be a door somewhere around here that I just didn't see. Good start for this chalice that I was kind of playing up as being kind of cool. And it's like, I don't know where I am. Anyway. Yeah, this is like super late game type of stuff, though. So I gotta kind of be at least somewhat cautious when it comes to fighting enemies here. Even if they're just purely rats. And these are the sort of rats that give you 5,000 blood echoes when you fight them. Which is always fun to see. Where's this damn door? I know it's here somewhere. Wait. It looked like I could see... Oh, no, that's just that's the fog appearing in front of it. I mean, I told you that it's just like, yeah, like 40,000, 50,000 or something blood echoes. Not that much when you get later into these dungeons, eh? Oh. Okay. Well, that's my fault. All right. I'm so glad hidden walls aren't in Bloodborne. They do appear in some of the chalice dungeons, though. That is a thing. That happens. So you do have to be somewhat diligent when it comes to looking for them. Not very often, but it happens. Guilty until proven innocent of what? Also, hey, it's these guys from the Upper Cathedral Ward. Just hanging out in here. I mean, they're kin. These guys are kin, so it makes sense. And of course, it's a bloodsucker doing this, because it's again, like, you're not going to have, like, the madman or whatever. It's got to be more of these guys endangering my insight once again, and not even giving me anything good. Come on now. All right. What's the first boss? Because I legitimately do not remember. I'm ignoring chat. Okay, I just read what you actually wrote there, and it's like, you know what? Nope. Anyway. All right. See, I don't remember what the first boss... I just know it's going to be something like Rom or whatever. Oh, no, it's another one of these guys. Okay, well, never mind then. Jeez. No. Well, there goes the insight again. But yeah, I gotta say that it's just like I'm not a big fan of I'm not a big fan of the hidden walls either. It's like, especially in like the original Dark Souls, there's a lot of okay, I survived. Especially in the original Dark Souls, there are a lot of like really important things that are kept behind hidden walls. Especially stuff like the a few. All right. Brainsucker is weak against lightning and thrust. I mean, it's not. It's not. I'm not like struggling fighting this guy. It's just, you know, I'm doing a bad job basically. Okay. Losing all my insight once again. No, not enough to get the good attack. Oh, and he actually used the tentacle for an attack there, which is fun. Okay, anyway. That was worth 80,000 blood echoes, by the way. Sure, go get some levels at this point in time. They aren't even hard to beat, they're just annoying. Yeah, I mean, they got the stun, they got the grab attack, everything like that. But yes, I was saying, the original Dark Souls, it's like just has a whole lot of like bonfires, you know, like actual progress things hidden behind hidden walls, and it's like, oh man, if you don't know about them, it's like you're gonna have a hard time going through Sen's Fortress, getting into the sea fight, everything like that. It is a 50 and 50, baby. It is a thing. If you are, yeah, struggling at all in that game, it's like you need to try and search around to see if there's just even one thing you missed. The fake fires. I mean, there's not a whole lot of them, but it's like, yeah, Sen's Fortress especially. I mean, I guess was that behind a fake wall, or was that just behind a drop off a ledge somewhere? That endurance, though. But, you know, I can get like a 5-hit combo with this amount of endurance. And usually I can't even get the entire thing off unless I'm fighting like a hunter or a bloodsucker or something. So I think that, you know, the base level of endurance is fine. Oh, what level am I? Big level. 105, apparently. I don't know. They give you a lot of blood echoes when you're really going through the dungeons, you know? Endurance, we spam in our one today, boys. That's how you do it. That's how you play these games. Have you never seen that? 105 is pretty good. I mean, like I said, it's like you get so many blood echoes going through the later dungeon, but, you know. Sen's was mean, but I can think of others that were not obvious. True. It's just like the Sen one is the one that always comes up because Sen's Fortress is a big one. That's a big area to go through, and it's got a lot of stuff going on in it, you know? Which is why I think that, for me at least, it was when I was going through that the first time. Well, actually, when I was going through it the first time, I even knew about like some of the secret stuff because I had been watching other people play Dark Souls. But, you know, I keep saying that. It's like I don't only make videos myself. I also watch a lot of them too. Even like Bloodborne, I was well aware of a lot of like the secrets and everything before even going into this. Kin and cold blood. And spiders. I mean, spiders are technically kin, I guess. Kind of. Sort of. Like, they're not dissimilar. Anyway, get out of here, you. There's a big bell in the middle of the room. Is that normal? I don't remember like ever seeing one of those. Okay. In these areas before. Whoa. Okay. What did that do for you? All right, then. Interesting if true. 130 to 140 is PvP meta? Huh. I did not know that. I mean, needless to say, I don't even have the internet capabilities here, but... Can I just get a... No. Well, at least I killed him fast, but I was hoping to get a different thing on there. Is there actually a point in doing the dungeons? No. I mean, there's like unique bosses and there's lore stuff, but no, this is just kind of like their dumping grounds for lesser content. Yeah, blood gem farming if you want to get like super overpowered weapons. I mean, like the blood gems that I'm using right now, for example, are giving me like, yeah, like plus 20% attack and like huge physical attack up, which is very helpful. It takes time. It takes RNG. It's just like, it's not even farming the gems themselves. Sometimes it's just getting the materials to make the chalice dungeons in the first place, because there are randomly generated ones, and just it's like you know. Actually, what would I even get as far as levels go now? Would it just be go all into endurance, baby? Like I don't even know. I mean, I could. Certainly, it's not even all that difficult. Also, we got well, let's see. Like farming? I do. You know this about me. I do like grinding out stuff sometimes. You know how it is. Anyway, throw it on. I'll go see, like, what are people saying as far as what I should be doing?
Very well.
Any opinions? Any opinions? Gotta make sure I'm actually ahead of Bancrotus. Well, thank you, Rex. Once again, I love you. It's the same as the same grind as breeding Pokemon for perfect IVs. Yeah. That is basically because it's not like grinding to beat the game. It's grinding to be optimal, and that is, it's a time. It's you gotta just go endurance. Yeah, sure. Why not? I mean, it's like I'm not gonna start building into alternate build as much as I would like to. You never really get. I never really do too much with Blood Tinge or Arcane, just because you don't get Blood Tinge or Arcane weapons until a pretty significant part into the game. But like, I kind of want to play around with it because there's some fun weapons I never really use. When are you playing Pokemon? When somebody suggests it, basically. I got a ton of extra games to go through, as you know. It's like it ain't stopping anytime soon. By the way, I'm going to actually start doing, like, schedule stuff. So, look forward to on, like, Twitter. I'll be posting that up soon enough. Just as a warning? Yes, be forewarned. Oh, come on. These guys give virtually nothing for Blood Echoes, but it's just like, it's almost as much as I got from being the Cleric Beast for the first time. Is this literally the same thing? It sure is. I went around. Oh no, it's different, but basically the same. All right, well, this is all very pointless. Continuing on. Pro streamer? Not pro streamer, but like, I'm going to start taking this a little bit more seriously. I've been doing better in the last week about like actually getting out content. I'm going to start riding that feeling to like getting out content. What can I say? Let's see what else is around here, though. Needless to say, I do not I mean, I remember where to go in every other part of the game. Chalice dungeons, though, I ain't that much of a pro. Like, that is... You ain't ever going to get me on that one. I mean, it's like, I'm sure that even in like for real speedrunning, that it's like, it's pretty rare that people actually know where they're going. Wait, wait. No, right. I already opened up the thing, didn't I? Yeah, I forgot about that. Could never go full time. I think he actually likes his job. Okay. I like my job, but at the same time, it's also like, if I had the chance, I would. What it's not like I'm super committed to my job. It is ultimately just kind of like an hourly 9 to 5, but I am like really good at it. So I like being able to help all my coworkers and everything, and I know that they probably don't want me to leave anytime soon, but you know how it is. Oh, yeah, Celestial Emissary. That's this guy. We never actually got to see this form when I was fighting him before because this cool alien butt, because I killed him too quickly. Would be a worthwhile thing for a beast blood pellet at this rate. Maybe. I might mess around with it. As it is, though, it's just like, yeah, you didn't really miss out too much by not seeing the second phase. I think this guy actually even has a unique second phase compared to the one you find in... Yeah, okay. The one you find in the Lumen Flower Garden up in the Upper Cathedral Ward. Because I don't think he does this. I don't think he has the brain tentacles. It just kind of like runs around hitting you. Hey. Oi. Not that it really makes too much of a difference now, does it? Same old jabroni, as we all know, and I'm not going to say love, but we know him. We know who he is. It's Roger from American Dad. I mean, it's just any gray alien, really. If anyone's interested, you got something assigned last night. Wait, what? On Saturday? Really boring, boss. That's what I was saying. Where it's just like this is sort of the dumping ground for the lesser bosses in Bloodborne. They're not. This is not the A content, but it is content. Definitely the worst boss design. I don't know. I would say the Dark Beast. Dark Beasts are you can't tell what's going on in those fights ever because the camera is so terrible. Oh boy, yeah, Saturday assignment. What the hell? I'm glad that I don't have to be in school anymore. You know what's great about like being an adult? Not being in school. I'm just gonna say that right now. Mikolash is just the worst, but I still like, you know, I love him as a boss so much. I love him as a character so much, not as a boss. But yeah, as a boss, he's pretty crappy. He's a glorified hunter and, like, just way too powerful for his own good, especially on the New Game Plus. But he's also fun. He's a fun character. Also, at this point in time, if I remember correctly, I think I know what the boss of this layer is, so I should go throw on a Beast Blood pellet right now. Yep. I love the lore, but he's really annoying. It's like he's the one character. And we just got groups of these guys around here. He's the one character, like I said, that actually has like true antagonistic properties to him, and he's also so like petty and lame that it's like I love it. These guys are probably pretty good for like farming up blood echoes again, just because. Yeah, like did you see their amazing attempt at trying to attack me here? And I got 50,000, well, 40,000 blood echoes from it. There's also a werewolf here. What's up with that? Yeah, hey, dude, this is Ease. This ain't the werewolf area. Hey. Come on now. This is the Ablium area. You don't get to be in the Ablium area. You're two things that are entirely separate from each other and pitted against each other more often than not. Ah, well. Killing alien kids? Hey, they can be adults. You don't know. In fact, like, the ones that we encountered back in Yosefka's clinic were definitely adults. Well, the one I encountered. I guess we just encountered Yosefka herself. Hey, do you mind? Why is your dumb, noodly alien arms flapping around so powerful. The incredible power of the noodly alien arm flapping. Nobody can stand up to such might. Are you kidding me? The plan was to have the statue hit the werewolf. How do you know they're aliens? Well, they're either from the cosmos or from deep under the ocean. And there's some pretty distinct dimorphic differences between the two in the lore of the story, as we see. Transform the saw cleaver. Oh, but it's just so hard to get used to it. But I mean, yeah, it's probably a good idea, at least for like these guys, considering you get such a bigger area that you hit. Also, it's not like these guys are going to stop me from fully charging up this attack, as it is. Good, good, and we're good. I didn't even need to use the thing there, but I did anyway. Now, the full volley of attacks is enough to... come on. There. Is enough to take out one of these. Well, or at least basically take out one of these guys. And that's also enough. All right, anyway. Take some more gems if you want to give them to me, even though the fire and blood ones are the least of my concern, but whatever. Whatever. 100,000 blood echoes again, by the way. Just want to point that out real quick. And then even more after fighting these jabronis. Total jabronis. I have no idea. Like, my inclination was to say that the lost city of Lauren was in the... It was like, you know, a precursor to Yarnum because they're very similar sort of areas as you saw on the Nightmare Frontier. I don't know where Ys is supposed to be in the world. They call it a place that's, come on now. They call it a place that's close to the cosmos, but there's no inclination as to where it's actually located. Hey, nice. Take that. Fortunately, my weapon is at risk right now, which is not great. Uh-huh. You know, I saw that, right? Stupid weapon at risk. All right. 160,000 blood echoes again. I almost want to go back and go get some more endurance, but it's just also like, you know. Bloodborne lore lost me when the aliens started coming out. I think that's the thing that caught a whole lot of people. Like, that's when people started to get interested in it. Yeesh. This dude's taking some damage. I mean, mostly I'm just disappointed that, like, werewolves stopped being as much of a thing. Yeah, no, that's not going to work. Because I like the werewolves. I think that's a unique way to do horror, what with the whole weird zombie werewolves. I'm not even going to try and, like, parry these guys. That just feels like a fool's errand. And there, good lord. But I did it. Oh, man. Sage's hair. I can actually use that if I want to go farm up a few more blood gems. Considering this is supposed to be definitely the last episode of Bloodborne, I probably should not be farming up blood gems, but I'm going to be real with you. It might happen anyway. As you do. I like this game a lot. What can I say? Even lesser content like this still interests me. I still enjoy doing this. I'll say it. I don't think there's anything else I can get in here. That's kind of the biggest room. Oh, no, one more. Oh, you hated Soulsborne? What are you talking about? Hey, yeah, no, I'm getting memed on. Don't get memed on me. Talking to myself here. Anything else? Anything else? No, I think that's everything. All right, I'm going to go back and get the weapon repaired really quick. Also, thank you, Billy Rosmo. I love you. Werewolves are hot? Not that. These werewolves are not hot. Have you seen, like, the Lauren Silver Beast? The guys that are, like, vomiting out worms at you? That's not hot. They're not hot. Hey, we're making the sweet Miku bucks. True. Look, once I get done with the list of games, I'm going to start to... Like, I'm going to do it in a different way so that I don't get a whole bunch of things at once. But you will be able to start suggesting games again. I'm telling you. Or you can just give me money. That also works, too. You know, you know what I'm saying here. Anyway. Yeah, the one of the blood gems with the least amount of downsides to it is the one that does give you...
Gammon, go.
It's the one that does give you, like, a lowered weapon endurance. It's pretty minimal. But it is still something I gotta pay attention to, nonetheless. Yeah. Once I'm done with the list of games, we're going through it slowly but surely. It's fine. Like, look, if I actually do get to the there's a specific werewolf. You're talking about Amelia. I know you're talking about Amelia. Just say that you're talking about Amelia. I've seen the pictures. Don't tell me that you're not trying to talk about that. Anyway, continuing on. You freak. And if you're wondering, yes, there is a contingent of people out there like that. I don't know why, but there is. All right. And okay. Help deworm your hot werewolf lover. Oh, that's a thought. And is a thought that I do not want to have. God, I'm getting so many blood echoes here that I just like don't even. I just want to keep going back and spending them for levels. Like, I don't even need the levels right now. I'm so flush with everything. Oh no, not. Soon as I stuff. Can you ban people for 2 seconds? Probably. Let me see. No, I don't think it worked. Oh well. One of the mods unban him, please. I don't know how to do it. He did not deserve that one, to be fair. It's just I did it anyway because it's funny. No, thank you. Oh, okay. Is this, like, there's probably another area past the big old rolling boulder. Hey. Look, I'd love to farm you guys forever, but this is not the time. Like, yo, you're just like free blood echoes, my dude. But I'm kind of on a mission here, you know? Now then. Yep, there it is. Go, go, go before another boulder drops on my face. Oh, who's the recruitable character here? I could maybe check it out. Oh, just Madman Waller. I've already seen him a bunch of times, and he's also not that good. As you do. Now then, I was unbanning him before he even asked. You're probably a guy, you know. Okay, that's a shortcut back to the original area. Good, good, good. Don't the Ike Pigs give out 90k? Maybe on like the New Game Plus, but they give about 10k on regular old New Game. You can get it up to like 20k if you get the right stuff, but hey, what's all this then? Anything fun? Sure. Acquire the land of ease lies in contact with the cosmos, which allowed the great ones to function on the transcendental planes of thought. I don't know exactly where you're getting that from, but sure. Yeah, I was kind of hoping for like more. Never see the weapons. I think those only actually appear in the root dungeons when you find them. All that sort of thing. Too much of a pod game to know what new game is like. I mean, I can't say that that's not true for me with some stuff. Think about like Dead Cells, where it's just like, oh man, I did not even know what was going on when I was doing that new game. When I was doing that Zero Cell run yesterday. It's just like, look at all these different enemies and stuff. Jeez. The dangers of becoming too good at video games. You lose touch with reality. Forget where you come from. Anyway. Got tilted doing double-digit damage. Yeah. Yeah. All right. I was ready for fun fights. I don't know. Maybe this is not going to be too bad. I'm just going to say right now, there might be a return of a certain character we've seen before, and yeah. Another one that I didn't really get to see too much. What do you got? I don't want to summon Damien of Mensis. What is he even doing down here? How do you even get in here? Is it because I opened it up? Hey everybody, it's Briatas. You never kill the old ones. They just come back in different forms. Like, they have access to the dream the same way that your character does. So, they basically just get to revive as many times as they want, is the thing. Oh, come on now. Of course, needless to say, I also am going to not be able to blitz her down nearly as fast, which might be a problem, I'm just going to say right now. Potentially. Maybe I'll be able to manage it anyway. Hello, Abritas. Please don't vomit that out. I believe that causes frenzy. What is happening? What is happening? Oh, here we go. I got very confused there for a second. Oh, I'm trapped within her butt. I cannot tell what is currently occurring. Okay. I am, against all odds, continuing to live. Hey. Oh, there goes the frenzy, though. Am I going to get frenzied? I'm not going to get frenzied. Good. Come on, can I pro gamer this and get it on the first try? Maybe. We're going to have to see it this way. Oh, I cannot do anything right now. Come on. God damn. Pro gamer once again. Oh, I'm so good at this Videlo game. Oh, root chalice, you get... Oh, a blood rock. Wow, I didn't know you actually got a blood rock for that. Was that like a more recent update? Huh. That's interesting. Well, anyway, yeah, that's the ease chalice. There's no, like, continuation of that. It's just the one and the root. And also blood rock, which, again, I did not see coming. Yeah, I thought the only blood rock you got in the game was the one from Nightmare, and then I know they added the ability to buy one in a little bit later on. New plus 10? I mean, I can. Should I? Should I do it? Because there it is. Like, there it is right there. I don't know. Also, let's take a look here real quick at the, like, various stuff that I've gotten now. Like, I got some good junk. Adding arcane attack, which is interesting. I mean, it makes sense. And there's just more physical attack, though. I mean, it already does arcane attack. Maybe it's actually worth doing. Yeah, sure. I'll level up first. Where's my crosscode? We'll do it. This is going to be coming out soon. Don't worry about it. Don't even fret your little fret head. It will be occurring very quickly. What we got? What is this? Attack versus the kin down. Yeah, that's it. Kin lowering one. And then just physical attack up by a lot. Yeah, cool. Anything else? Attack versus beasts down. Attack versus kin down. I mean, I can probably do it, though. Well, anyway. C, B, and arcane. For what? For fortifying this? Like, B is quite a bit. What are you talking about? That's a significant amount of extra damage. Well, anyway, should I do it? Should I do it? Blades of Mercy? Okay, let's do it. There. Full on super form. How does the damage stack up, though? I'm curious. 255, 316. It's not bad. It ain't bad. Still get a little bit more, but I also do get the extra arcane damage, which kind of makes it a little bit more worthwhile, potentially. But, like, the damage should be there for the future, right? Well, I mean, like I said, I kind of don't have anything. And what I should do is, if it's like, instead of doing, yeah, you know what, just go with arcane, right? Actually, it does not really erase the attack damage at all now, does it? Okay, well, never mind. Let's just do this. Well, you want to go check out the final boss now? Their insane stun lock potential. I mean, I'd be willing to check it out. Certainly, them being fully upgraded now means that, you know, I can go and do the thing. S scaling and skill and B in arcane. Well, I mean, I have the most skill, but it's just like I could have been leveling up arcane, knowing about that. Anyway, let's go talk to Gehrman. This is definitely not going to be any sort of trap or like large boss arena that I'm walking into right now, because it definitely looks like that. Hey, what's going on?
Good hunter, you've done well. The night is near its end. Now, I will show you mercy.
Gehrman,
You will die.
I've got a certain type of weapon that is very good at showing mercy right now, that I just fully leveled up.
Freed from this terrible hunter's dream.
Let's go. It add like 50 damage. That's still 50 damage. You can use some of the arcane stuff, like the bone or the arcane buff. Well, actually, no, you can't do that.
The blood or the horrible dream?
Because the whole siderite thing, no buffs on that.
It doesn't matter. It always comes
There's
down to
randomizers for this game?
to clean up
I mean, it's console. I wouldn't really think so.
messes.
Ah, he is the first hunter, after all. This shouldn't come as any surprise.
Tonight,
Also, the fact that, you know, every single time I killed him, he immediately came back. You know. Hey. Hey. Put that out. Well, insane stun lock potential, as people were saying. Come on. Oh, wow.
must accept your death. Beef.
That ain't... okay, well, it's still for real damage, though. All right, Gehrman. This is a fight, though. We all know it's a fight. So, yeah. Like, jailbreak the console. Yeah, I'm probably not going to do that. I mean, I suppose I could. I don't think the... don't think they're too concerned with the... I don't think Sony's probably too concerned with, like, the level of stuff you're getting out of the PlayStation 4 anymore, but still don't think it's worth it. No, that wasn't quite enough? That's fine. Come on, Gehrman, we can do this. We can do this all night, literally, because the dream and all that. Oh, I should have switched out my, should have switched out my, runes. I forgot about that. Well, if I'm going to do it again, which I might at this rate, we'll, see that. Yeah, hate that combo. That's the burial blade, though. A unique weapon on its own. Come on, man. I can do this, though. You gotta accept your death to be freed of the night. Really? He does not stun lock very well either, does he? Okay. Didn't even get like the good damage in there. That's okay though. As long as I'm a little bit cautious, it should be cool. Got him. Oh, gammon. You're not gonna get me. Not with the amount of grinding that I've been doing. You might get me a couple times. Now he gets moon powers. All right, then. I mean, I guess it's probably a better amount of powers to get than, like, blood powers or whatever, but... it still ain't great, if you ask me. At least not for me. What? What? No, Gehrman. You're too far away. Don't you know how parries work? Are you kidding me? Please stop doing that. It's like your gun does not even do that much damage. Oh yeah, and he just gets Hunter's Bone type of nonsense. Fine then, I can deal with this. You think I can't? I can. So good at dodging though. No. Come on, he ain't gonna do this. I got this. I got this. Oh, yeah, sure. Idiot. Shouldn't have gone for the buff. That was your mistake. Anticlimactic. Yeah, well, he shouldn't have gone for the buff. You should learn from that. Don't go for the buff when it's not safe. And you have 1 hit point left. And hey, long ago, Gehrman made a pact with an old one of himself. or a great one. This guy. The moon presence. That's why, and I'm under their protection this entire time, which is why I keep getting revived. However, I ate a bunch of spinal cords before this, so it's cool. Get the ritual moon in the background and everything too again. It's fun. All right, moon presence. Just referred to as a nameless moon presence in the lore. No, I really don't need to heal from that. Very Blood-Starved Beast style fight. It's actually kind of disappointing. It's a pretty easy compared to especially to Gehrman after like all of that. It's like, you know, you get here, right? Can do that though. Jerk. And go like full on one-winged Sin Harvest. That's what it's called. That Sephiroth could do back in the Kingdom Hearts. The Hearts of the Kingdom. Not that it makes too much of a difference now, does it? Ah, what an idiot. Look at this guy. Look at this guy thinking that he could try and make me the new Gehrman. That's not how that works. Thanks for the blood echoes, nerd. Very easy boss compared to the last 4 main game. Well, I mean, the last 4 main game were, like, Marigot. Oh, yeah. But then I become a tentacle man, which is... Like, I'm going to be honest, I had no interest in becoming a great one. My favorite ending of the game is just waking up from the damn dream. Because this sucks. Not worth it, everybody.
Oh, good hunter.
However, to show off the bosses was worth it by itself. Ah, well, that's how it do. Yeah. Can you sum up the lore over the credits? Oh, sure. So, roughly many years ago, there was an ancient group of people called the Thumeru people. They are a bunch of lanky, pale, humanoid creatures with sunken eyes. They were the custodians of the Great Ones, a bunch of, like, a disparate group of different beasties who all are defined by their ability to move between dreams, making them effectively immortal, as well as see beyond the normal veil of knowledge that humans are able to achieve. Over time, they became proud, started to elect their own officials and everything like that, and began to use the Great Ones for their own like benefit. Their entire civilization was destroyed. Yeah, as you do. Years later, another civilization, a port town in a desert, kind of popped up called Lauren, and they also discovered in the ancient catacombs that housed the Thumeru civilization a medium that allowed them to do blood healing. They all turned into werewolves and died. Years later, again, a church was founded near the ruins of Old Lauren, and they were able to get into the catacombs and find a holy medium, as it was described, start doing blood ministration, which is basically like combining, I guess, like suitable women into with like the ancient blood that they were able to find in the catacombs that allowed them to then give blood to perform transfusions that would basically cure any sort of disease imaginable. However, that came with the side effect of people turning occasionally into werewolves, and that was a problem. It was working out okay right up until the old version of Yharnam, where they started to really do a lot of the blood ministration, got completely overran by werewolves, and is now entirely perpetually on fire and unlivable. But it's like to be able to facilitate the usage of the healing blood to try and give it to as many people as possible, as well as increase the general like wealth and influence of the elite in Yharnam. There was a church founded allowing them to do that, called the Healing Church, sort of part doctor, part actual like faith. It was not only the ruling class of just the general city, but it was the thing that put that place on the map, allowing anybody from around the world to come in there and get many diseases cured through that. They just had to keep it on the down low that there were also werewolves that occasionally showed up. And it was going good for a while, minus the whole loss of Old Yarnum. But what happened was, over time, the research into the gods that they actually worship, the Great Ones, which they found out about in the catacombs, became more of an obsession, and there became like splintering groups that were heading up the Healing Church, eventually turning into the Choir, who were a bunch of orphans that they had taken in to try and work as general like leaders of the church, who retreated to the upper cathedral ward after discovering Ebrietas down in after discovering the East Chalice and Ebrietas down in the catacombs. They attempted to contact them over and over in an attempt to try and become Great Ones themselves. And then there was also the School of Mensis, sort of the future follow-up to Bergenworth College, where everything originally started, which found a gigantic, evil, rotting brain, and then also kind of sacrificed themselves to create a dream, also in an effort to become Great Ones themselves. And eventually what happened was that while the Choir was doing a bunch of things in secret, the Church of Mensis was kidnapping people from around Yarnum to perform horrible experimentations on them, as well as just, in general, like, being a bunch of jerks, eventually finding their own Great One in the form of Mergo, who was originally the child of Queen Yarnum, the last monarch of the Yarnum civilization before it was destroyed, who was eventually impregnated by a Great One, and her child became one themselves. And that, combined with Mergo's wet nurse, who was a second Great One, they were able to perform a ritual to try and bring the moon closer to Earth, which would allow them to be able to contact the Great Ones better, but also really worsen the whole werewolf thing that had been going on. And that is where you come in. You are a foreigner who came into the town to try and get some sort of unknown disease cured by blood administration, which is what happened. But then the School of Mensis started their whole ritual here, as you saw when I encountered Mikolash, who was very excited about it. And that kind of just completely caused a horrible apocalypse throughout the entirety of Yarnum. And basically I fought my way through to eventually kill Mergo's wet nurse, silence the infant Great One by myself, and then eventually, as you saw there, get out of the hunter's dream. Which, along with the church, there was also a group of hunters created, Gehrman being the first one, who made a pact with a Great One at the time to give them, like, basic immortality in an attempt to, like, basically get adopted by the Great One themselves, since they all are really into having sex and trying to have children. So it's like they were more than happy to let Gehrman kind of, like, be their surrogate child, and then occasionally choose like individual people to also do the same thing, like the player character themselves, which is why I got like a certain amount of immortality and just like protection from the general werewolfism that was happening in the rest of the town. However, when the time came that I was to be released from that, I refused it and instead killed the Great One, instead becoming a Great One myself, accomplishing everything that the Church of Mensis, the Choir, the entire Healing Church wanted to do the entire time. And that is the story of Bloodborne.
Now, let's begin the transfer.
Any questions?
Oh, don't you worry. Whatever happens, you may think it all a mere bad dream.
I have questions. Yeah, what's up? Please repeat. No. I refuse. One question. Why? I don't know. They really like being big, huge tentacle monsters. I don't know why the Healing Church wants that, but they super do. I mean, you do get like a certain form of immortality, but as we saw with Rom, it's like any sort of people that actually transform into Great Ones are kind of like have such traumatic brain problems that they aren't even able to think. Like, maybe the main character, if they do successfully become a Great One, can kind of overcome that. Because they're sort of a special person. But, like, I don't know. I really question why the church was trying to do this in the first place. But yeah, that's the entire plot. Where does Cos, or some say Cosm? Cosm is a great one that came not from the cosmos, like Ebrietas, or I think like the brain, but from deep in the ocean. It was an important part of the founding church because it was one of the first great ones that they discovered. So, you know, Mikolash was kind of like trying to chase that glory, even though at that time Kos has been like dead, like for a really long time. It's like, you know, they were trying to basically grasp at greatness in any way that they possibly could. Why does it give people eyes? Because, like I said, all the great ones are really into having children, but they're very bad at it. So what they do is, you know, they'll adopt people like Gehrman. They'll try to impregnate people, like in one of the side quests that a couple of side quests that I guess I never actually showed off. They'll try to like just straight up make people into great ones to be their children, like Rom. And none of it really works super well. But they keep doing it. Because one of the things with the great ones is that they are compassionate. They are sympathetic to the people that call on them for help. It's just they're also so powerful that they can't actually, like, they don't know how to help without killing people. How does Bloodborne connect to Dark Souls? It doesn't. It actually was in some of the very, very early trailers of the game, when they were showing Father Gascoigne, he would say stuff like Umbasa, which was like the Amen, the version of Amen they used in Demon Souls, maybe connecting it to that game, but they eventually took it out of the final product, so, hey, come on now. So there's not really much of a connection there. But at one point in time, they were considering it, so that's cool. Father Gaspacho. I mean, Father Gascoigne. Bebes Mecmpepes. I mean, to be fair, it's like we don't actually know how old any of these things are. It's just they're great. They have the ability to have multiple versions of themselves existing at one point in time, and they have some sort of insight into the cosmos that normal people do not. That's all we know. The church is really into them, though. They love it. They love the idea of these great ones, and they want to be just like them. I disagree. Was the Orphan of Kos like the only successful impregnation? I mean, there was Ariana, who, well, I guess that might not have been a true great one. That might have just been a kin. I don't know. I don't think there were like any. Oh wait, Mergo. Mergo was the one successful one. The Queen Yarnum of the Thumeru was successful in having a child. I think that much like Kos, though, she probably died. As you do. Good. I still got all of my stuff here. But it's like, it's not common, and it usually results in people getting super dead. Oh, I need one more. Oh, well, like I said, we can do a little bit more of New Game Plus here, as it were. Go through with some, new stuff here. There's a Thread of Cain, for example. Oh, it's fun. I like this game a lot. I like this game a lot, you know? Oh. You talk, you're being too nerdy, and now I'm confused. Hey, somebody asked, they wanted a summary of the game's plot line. I know what the game's plot line is. How did Kos die? Probably having a child. Died in childbirth, because it's like every great one loses their child. They're very bad at having children. Oh, man. But there you go. That's Bloodborne, baby. And like I said, the actual plot line of the character that you play has almost nothing to do with that. You just kind of like go from one area to another, finding out the past of the church, and that's it. Ain't nothing more complicated than that. Which is too bad. That's why I keep saying that I like Mikolash, because he gives you more of a handle on like your actual character and what's actually happening, and not just like figuring out whatever the timeline is of things that occurred. It's why I think that, for example, Dark Souls a little bit better in plotting. Even though I still do understand a lot. I still do like a lot of the... still do like a lot of the aesthetics and everything that you get in Bloodborne. Okay, now come on here. This guy. There. Yeah, give me them blood vials. That's what I want. What's that smell? It's Bloodborne. Everybody asked for it. Nobody asks for it. Like Odin, one of the formless great ones, doesn't even exist in the world. Like I said, you get a really huge variety of different great ones that exist in Bloodborne. It's like doesn't even like impregnates Ariana without her even knowing. It's ridiculous. Didn't even get to see that NPC though. Who fucked Coast to impregnate it? I don't know. Your mom. There we go. Sure. You know what? Why not? SMH, Doc. Yeah, well, whatever. I don't need to get your approval. There's Father Gascoigne. Summonable right here. About as aggressive as he is in his actual fight, too. Also, he's super tall. Probably all the blood. As you do. Great ones are like Greek gods. I mean, they want to have children. That's like their entire existence for some reason. It is what it is. I never actually... whatever. Come on, Gascoigne. We got beasts to fight. Beasts all over the shop and all that. You know what to do. And then I'm going to kill you, by the way. No hard feelings, though, right? Nah, he's probably okay with it, right? Right, yeah. Alright, blood and vials once again. Just basically, like I said, a little bit of casual playthrough, then we'll go do the final chalice dungeon, wherein you encounter like the most stuff from the original Thumeru civilization. It's fun. There's fun stuff there. There's lore. Not important lore, but, you know, there's lore. Come on now. Yeah, just gonna keep whacking this thing over and over. All right. Yeah, Blade of Mercies does seem to be pretty good. But I also, you know, of course, have just, like, huge, incredibly powerful amounts of blood gems in here. And also levels, and, you know, the scaling is out of control. It is +10 and everything. I don't know if it's quite a comparison to be made. Certainly at the beginning of, like, New Game Plus, you can really kind of clear-cut your way through this like nothing else. You can skip the Cleric Beast. I don't think you can. I think he leaves if you try and take him to his own boss fight. Like, he will just kind of, like, you know, use his own, you know, peace on out bell for that. Okay, you know what? I am actually going to just switch back to the stock lever. Okay. Like, this is more effective against beasts. And this is a beast. It's a werewolf, baby. Come on, Gascoigne, you can do this. Do-do-do. Just beaten against this thing. Come on. A little bit more, a little bit more. Get my stamina back up, and we're good. How many blood echoes do you get for fighting him on New Game Plus? I'm kind of curious. 80k, not bad, not bad. That is an acceptable number of them. Oh, and Gascoigne pieced out. I guess his job was done. Okay then. There we are. Just die and try it. I'm telling you, I don't think he can fight himself, is the thing. Now, I have so much insight at this point in time. Maybe I should go buy like some blood rocks or something. Well, anyway, first off, right, we're just doing this at this point in time. Hey. Then I only need one more blood to get all the stuff that I need for the final chalice. Yeah? Oh, I need more arcane haze. Well, that's also easy enough to get too. Like, I have the haze extractor type of dealio, so whatever. It's cool. It's cool. In the meantime, though, let's actually go get, like, claw mark, both damage increasing deals, and probably beast. The beasts all over the shop and all that. Actually, give me like 7 more. These, you know, for fun. Then, bam. Look at the amount of like frenzy and beasthood I got for doing that. Like, jeez. What else? What else? Ooh, inflicted organs. Yeah, that would be good. Yeah, the organs and the sage hair would be good for doing some of the more... Got all these things here. It'll be fun for doing some of the more interesting things. Farming up blood gems and all that if I wanted to. Does this mean the cleric beast was that originally Gascoigne's hunt before you came along? Potentially. I mean, I think he was just attacking every and anything, and it's just like, hey, I'll go throw down my my summon sign to go help out whoever. And then of course he turned full on werewolf, and that was bad, as you do, as you probably shouldn't do, but as you do. Bone Ash set looks sick. We'll do it. I mean, I guess I just went for the original Hunter set for the final fight there, which I think is thematically appropriate, considering that is the canonical end of the game. By the way, we're done with Bloodborne. We're done. But I'm still gonna do more chalice dungeons because I want to. Look, I did the Cursed and Defiled chalice. That's the hardest one. Yeah, I put this one on quite a few times, but let's throw it on again. Sure, it is pretty baller. Baller, brawler, shot caller. You know how it is. There it is. But I have worn this a lot, though, is the thing. And Bone Ash. You like kind of a witchy look, and then if you actually like look really close to the character, it's actually hollow. Like, canonically, the characters that wear this don't even have flesh underneath. It's just living armor and a witch hat. As you do. And he was just protecting his children, then his wife came to bring him home, and he killed her on accident. I guess. I don't know. I always took that as more of a just a symbol that it's like he had completely lost it when he's just killing random people that come across him. It's like the bloodlust had taken over, and there was no Gascoigne left to be found. You know, like it did with a lot of other characters in the game here. It's symbolic. I mean, Father Gascoigne is not really he's not even technically part of the church. It's like they say that it's like the healing church does not have a father designation. He's just, you know, like more of a mercenary type of character here for the hunt. But it's like it does also show that how far gone even the more experienced members, like the non-cleric-y type of characters, are. Hunters and clergymen alike are both falling prey to the curse of beasts. Beasts. All over the shop. I am stuck. I got stuck on a wheelbarrow. Good stuff. What ending is canon? I mean, technically there's no Bloodborne 2, so none of them. All of them or none of them. It's kind of how it is. The Great Ones are more science than magic. The dream aspect is probably human perspective. It could be. I mean, the thing is, it's everything with the Great Ones is very vague. Like, we can't understand their own motivations except for the fact they want a child. We can't understand how they do what they do. We just know that they move between dreams and are basically immortal. Something about eyeballs, but as you know, it's just like, yeah, eyeballs is like speccing into intelligence in the world of Bloodborne. In the way that it's just like, you know, if you get blood, you basically become immortal, but like a zombie. If you get eyeballs, you can understand the universe better, but your mind may be crushed by it if you try and understand it. Or you just transform into like some sort of lesser being anyway. Are kind of opposed to each other, but they're also just kind of like beasts all the same. Except for the Great Ones themselves. And even then, it's like, I don't know. We don't even know how they work. Like, they seem to have varying levels of intelligence. For example, Rom can't even think. Rom does not even have intelligence. It just is a Great One anyway. Because of its nature. But you can't even, like, converse with it. What if you did both? I mean, doesn't... I don't know. It's just like, can you resist falling into beasthood? Can you... I'm alive. Can you resist falling into beasthood? Because it's like, technically, I did both. I got both the eyeballs by eating the baby Great One spinal cords. The failed impregnations of the Great Ones. And I've also used a lot of blood over the course of the game. But it's like I was protected by the moon presence to not actually become a beast. So I guess that meant that I could just kind of like freely use the blood. Anyway. Everybody get out of here. Get out of here. Stop doing this to me. Get out. You know, you weird nerds. Become God by eating babies. I mean, whatever works, man. You seen the sort of vile shit that I make the chalice dungeons with? It's horrible. The blood, it sings to me. The crow is the true waifu. Yeah, I guess I would say so. Still don't have any reason as to why exactly like Marigold's wet nurse looked like one of the crows. That's always like a weird thing. Maybe it's like the crows were just kind of like subconsciously copying that design. Maybe it's like they had their own pact with a Great One in one way or another. That's why like Eileen wasn't part of the dream. She says at one point in time that she was part of the dream, but it's like even though she's not anymore, she might still have some sort of protection from like Marigold's wet nurse in one way or another, just because like the similarities. Sees like dressing up as the wet nurse as being like giving fealty to that Great One. Who knows? It's not explained, certainly. One of the classic Nazi vampires eating babies moments. Oh, jeez. That was Helsing, right? What a goofy ass comic. Never actually finished it. Did read a decent amount though, for no reason apparently. And let's go fight Papa Gascoigne again. Ah. Okay, I can skip this though. We saw the cutscene before. Here, let's see parry. Oh, not even. Still taking a decent amount of damage nonetheless. Come on. This is where the claw mark thing comes in. What's that smell? My innards getting ripped out.
The sweet blood. Oh, it seems to me.
Yeah, I disagree with that hit.
Enough to make a man sick.
Good. Yeah. Oh, did I actually get killed from that? Ah, dang it. That was like one more volley of attacks left that I would have needed. All right, all right. Hellsing's a lot of fun. I've never... I don't remember too much of it, really. It's the thing. Like I said, I never actually finished it. All right, all right. None of this is important. We're just gonna go do the chalice dungeons anyway, as it is. One left, after all. First death playthrough over. I mean, I already got hit before this, so my no-hit run is invalid. I'll have to go and restart the entire Souls series. Oh no, not this. Buy the cheap stuff. I don't need the expensive stuff. Now then. Right over here. Let's give me some haze. Baby, I need that haze. And then a few more blood echoes. I guess I do actually. Well, here, what I can do is I can just go into like the ease dungeon. Because I also need blood echoes to be able to make this as well. Yeah, I got everything else, but I can just go over here and go into the ease dungeon and go get the one guys. Oh no, that was like level 3 or something, right? That I need to. All Souls games played through. No, we're not gonna do more Souls games. I just wanted to play Bloodborne at this point in time, and that's it. No other plan than that. Got hit and need to buy a new console and start over. Ah, dang. Not again. Yeah, no, I want to go to level 3, that's right. Because that's where all the jabroni guys are hanging around. I mean, besides, I still have like so many other games to play right now. I just got a new one that was added onto the pile. There we are. I don't think it's a very long game, that Untitled Goose Game, but you know. Get all 5 games? No, you can't. You can't force me to play multiple games. You can't be like, play all of the Sonic games. It's like that. No. You can't do. That's not allowed. You sounded very annoyed. I was very annoyed. That is true. I'll be honest. I don't like the game all that much. But, you know. It's on the list. It's like I said I was gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Bam, bam, bam. Good and good. And that should be all I need to go get the last chalice dungeon opened up then. Play with a controller? Nah. Untitled Goose Game took my sister around 5 hours? Oh god, I thought it was like 3 or 2. I remember it's like I watched I guess I didn't really watch too many people. I kind of got bored of the game when I was watching streams of it when it first came out. And it's like Now I'm playing it myself, baby. Let's see if I might get more into it as time goes on. Who knows? Who knows? Let's go. The final. Emissary Hill. This is like the chalice dungeon, so let's do it. Goose Game is the natural progression from Bloodborne. Very true, very true. Is it a typical streamer bait game? I wouldn't say that it was intended to be a streamer bait game, but it certainly was at the time, I remember. It was very, yeah. I think Blades of Mercy Heavy Two-Handed is stronger than the Saw. Well, I can try it out. And I still got all the stuff here to do it. Bam. Yeah, but it's like, can you really spam this sort of thing? Not in the same way as, like, other attacks, I think. I mean, I'll give it a try. Why not? I already got it fully upgraded. Yeah, and, you know, kind of going back to the plot summary of Bloodborne, it's like one of the things that never really got explained is how exactly does, like, the whole curse of not hitting anything, apparently. Oh, well. How exactly does the whole curse of beasts, the scourge of beasts, work? Because, like, yeah, you know, people turn into werewolves, but is that really because of the blood? And why do some people do it and not others? And blah, blah, blah. There's at least some room for speculation related to that, but not a whole lot. I mean, it seems like, yeah, it's Bloodborne, you know, but what does that mean? Like, it was, like, most people turn into werewolves because of the moon, apparently. Very strange in that way. Maybe that wasn't actually related to blood. Maybe that was just purely the cosmic forces causing it to happen. Who knows? R2, R2, R2 for bursting? I'll try it out. Ow. My entire body has been sliced in half. Oh, yeah. See how it works here. Does seem to be sort of a drain on the stamina, but I'm building that up right now, after all. Dogs, eh? Right. I remember two of the bosses from this dungeon in particular, but I don't remember... Come on. Hey, come on now. I remember the two of the bosses from this dungeon, but I don't remember what the first one is. I guess we'll see soon enough. Not going to take too long to... Yeah. Yeah, and... Now just R1. There we go. That works too. We'll see soon enough. I'm going to get this stuff opened and see what's crack-a-lacking. R1, R1. Oh, I'm switching back to the saw cleaver. I can't get used to this sort of thing. It's too hard. You know what's easy? Pressing R1. There. Wow. Oh, so much better. Anyway. Like, if I gotta do fancy stuff to make this work, I refuse. I refuse to. Is there nothing over here? No, throwing knives, which doesn't really matter too much. All right. Wasn't that a Blade movie's a scientific explanation? I mean, that's a common thing. Science vampires. Like, when we're talking classic horror movie monsters, it's like you usually get two varieties of such a thing. And that is the supernatural, which most movie monsters are. But then you also get, like, science stuff. Zombies tend to be science monsters than they are. Come on, that was really not enough to kill him. Like, zombies tend to be science monsters than they are supernatural. Vampires are usually fantasy monsters. Occasionally get the science monster treatment. I think of, like, the Strain, for example. Where it's like, it's like some sort of something. Parasite or whatever. Yeah, zombies were originally like a hoodoo thing, right? But it's like, these days, it's all about like, virus? It doesn't make it any more realistic than like anything. It doesn't make it any more like realistic or whatever than, you know, just a straight up supernatural explanation. But for some reason, people accept it as being like more realistic. I don't know why. Same thing with like psychic powers. Like psychic powers are more accepted as being science than magic, even though they're both incredibly, they're both equally as likely to actually be real. Anything else in here? No? Nothing. Oh, thank you, Twisted JP. I love you. Very often, anything that includes old great ones is science-based. Yeah, those are like yeah, aliens are science monsters, but like orcs are fantasy monsters. It's that sort of thing, really. An elf is a fantasy monster, but an alien is a science monster. And it's like the aliens can get really far out there compared to a long-lived humanoid with pointy ears. But people accept it more. People accept it because it's like, aliens. This is more realistic. Now then, yeah, mushrooms also science monsters. Those are a classic science monster type of thing. It's like, is it any more realistic that a mushroom is going to be able to take over your brain as opposed to like a ghost? No, but people accept it as such. Science monsters, yeah, just something I think about occasionally when it comes to stuff. This is what I spend all my time thinking about. There we go. That'll do it. Very nice. And more ritual blood, which I guess is... Oh, no, I didn't want to do that. I want to do that. Actually, there are fungi that do that, specifically to wasps and ants. Yeah, but it's like, do you know how complicated a human brain is? It's like we would have had to spend like the last 100,000 years in close like evolutionary circumstances for that to even be somewhat realistic and to not just, you know, outright murder you.
Well, very well.
Like you're way more likely to just die as you do. Oh, I should have saved at least a couple echoes for repairing. Kind of need that right now. Mushrooms versus robots. Oh yeah, robots. That is well, that one I think it's like compared to a lot of science monsters, actually pretty realistic. Like, let's be honest. A big old robot is something I can believe far more than like, yeah, mushrooms. Mushroom men. All right, there we go. The right fungi can make you see yourself in third person. Yeah, but people also do that, like when they're on the surgery table, for example. Near-death experiences. That's a thing. Maybe Earth is just a prequel for the Mushroom Kingdom of Super Mario. I mean, that place definitely has outright a lot of magic stuff in it. Maybe it's more like an Adventure Time type of scenario. Where it's like, oh, occasionally you get fantastic things that happen, but it wasn't until the apocalypse that things became truly magical. I was kind of like that as an idea, but really made a weird mood over the show. What do we got? Ah, the Descendant. Okay, yeah, this guy's kind of a toughin'. He's fast. He's real fast. Parries, though, should be able to get him down. If I can get that enough. I got the claw mark, for example, and that's like a lot of extra damage. What do you got? Okay, well, nope, we missed each other. What is up with this? Why this is? It's the Hintertombs all over again. Oh, come on now. Okay. Throwing it right through the wall, eh? As you do. Come on. Whatever, I can do this too. Ah, come on now. Mm-hmm. Doing good damage at least. Yeah. Unfortunately, yeah, phase 2 though. Yeah. Yep, okay. Ah. It's hard to tell exactly when to parry this guy, and that's going to be something of a problem. The ancient art of throwing shoulders through concrete. Hey, whatever works. Ugh. Whatever works. Tall bosses, thin tall bosses are fucky wucky in their hitboxes. Yeah, but it's like, you know, that doesn't necessarily make them any easier to fight. When in fact it makes them quite harder to fight. It's quite the opposite, my good man. He's a Russian vampire. I mean, he's a Thumeru. May not actually be alive. Might be some sort of undead monstrosity. But hate that move. There we go. Get it? Yeah. It's like the tall, lanky, sunken eyes, pale skin. These are the Thumeru that originally took care of the Great Ones and then eventually betrayed them. Ugh, that wasn't good enough at all. Yeah, that's come on. Gotta be a little bit more better. No, he's gonna. Oh, he wasn't gonna go into the second phase. Thought that's what he was kind of prepping up for. There we are. Keep parrying until you get a good one, I guess. Okay. Oh, that was not enough. Ah, dang it. There we go. This might actually do it. That will do it. Okay, there we go. Perfect. They come from Thumer or Thumeria. I don't know. It's like it happened so long in the past that it's literally impossible to say what, like, the country or anything about the civilization was actually like. Okay. I mean, certainly I had enough practice against that guy with one of the earlier incarnations in the central Thumeru dungeon. It's like, they're aggressive, but if you can get the parry timing down even enough, as long as you're not running out of a whole bunch of bullets, it's not too bad. It's not a bad fight. It's not a bad fight. Of course, like I said, the real challenge was doing the real challenge after all was doing the one dungeon, the cursed and defiled one. This should be relatively a cakewalk.
Very well.
I hope. We can only hope.
Farewell, good hun.
I don't know. Sometimes it difficulty really jumps up on you. Okay. My iPhone is dying, so I can't meme anymore. Truly the greatest tragedy. First time catching the stream. Just want to say thanks for the Dead Cells videos. Helped me improve a lot greatly to the point that I got 3 boss cell. Hey, nice. Hey, if you got past 2 boss cell, you're doing better than like 99% of the people that are playing the game. Yeah, I mean, should be doing a whole lot more stuff with blood cells. Damn it, I said it. Should be doing a whole lot more stuff soon enough. But, you know, for right now, like I said, it's still just a couple casual runs here and there before I actually get... Like, did you see how the last Scarecrow fight went? I gotta get better at that. But yeah, hey, thanks. Who's saying that again? Blood cells. Yeah, I've been calling these streams blood cells. It got into my brain. Because, you know, Dead Cells takes a lot from this game. Is it any surprise that I was a big fan of Dead Cells when it came out, when I know that like this much about this game and I'm like so deeply into it? I mean, it's the most natural progression, if you ask me. You don't have the... my entire body has been destroyed. And then it just explodes. As you do. As you do. Okay, well, anyway. Hey, it's going okay. I remember the second boss being kind of a thing, but then the third boss, despite being like the ultimate boss of the Chalice dungeons, not bad at all. It's an interesting thing. Okay. Not going to get gotten this time. Just kind of disintegrates. Anyway, continuing on. I would like my blood echoes back, please. There were quite a few of them. Actually, where were those? Probably should have seen those already, right? Oh, nice. Can use that for, again, maybe farming... Oh, there it is. Can use that, again, for maybe farming up some, cursed gems later on, even though I shouldn't, even though we're supposed to be finishing up the series today. You know. You remember that. You remember how that's supposed to be a thing? Damn it, I like this game too much. I like it too much. It's like I just want to keep playing Bloodborne, even though it's like this is the worst content, I'm telling you. Well. Even though there's so many things I'm so frustrated by, like the bad blood vial system, the weird camera angles sometimes. But God, it's just so much fun to play. Do enjoy making a return here. And we get to this nice open plaza area once again. Which hopefully is not filled with too many really bad stuff. And we just made a ramble for 3 hours. I mean, I've done that before kind of with the Japanese study ones, you know, where I'm just like doing flashcards or something. That's basically a ramble for 3 hours about science monsters. I'm sure that's probably not the last... Ooh. Probably not the last time you're going to hear about that subject either. I don't know. I like thinking about movie monsters. I think movie monsters are cool and an interesting topic of conversation. What can I say? They're fun. They're fun to talk about. Anyway, dogs. Regular dogs. These are not even like super dogs or anything. And I'm in like the final... Like I was saying, this is the final. This is the finale to the Chalice dungeons. And dogs. Such a thing cannot be... I guess the importance of just regular old puppos cannot be overstated in this game. Ah! I died. All right. Yeah. Let's keep going here. I got this. It's not like, look, the boss might be kind of a thing, but it's like I said, the final boss of this area, not too bad at all. So, yeah. Also helps me stall my next stream to a whole 1 viewer. I mean, you know, me, when I was first starting out doing video stuff, I knew I wanted to do video stuff specifically. And then I might move into a little bit of streaming later on. Because, like, not only do you get the ability to, like, try and edit stuff down, which I think will often help out with the enjoyment of a general, like, series or anything like that. But it's also, like, you don't have to literally build up from one viewer. It's just something you throw onto YouTube. It's a thing. I don't know. It's just that was something that I remember thinking about back when I was first starting out. And there we go. Got trauma from chalices trying to get all the weapons for platinum. I mean, I've never tried to do that because, again, I don't have the online mode. I guess you would need to, like, continuously make root chalices then if you're going to do it like that. But it's like, yeah, going through each one of these would be terrible. It's true. Favorite Bloodborne boss? What would I say? I don't know. It's like, to be honest, I'm you know, more or less somebody who's all about, like, the whole package type of thing. Can't really think of one that I'm just like, I like it more than any other. Oh, come on, again. I should just run past this already. Lovecraft made his monsters animal because he made them with human traits. It would have been like Greek or Roman gods. It's definitely part of it. They weren't supposed to be able to relate to them at all. Yeah, I mean, the entire thing is that cosmic horror is supposed to be about creatures that are beyond human understanding. They do not conform to... the comparison I always remember was that Satan values your soul. It's like, even if, you know, Satan is a creature beyond human power, it's like it still cares about you. The cosmic gods do not. They do not even know you're there. And that's, like, creepy in its own way, that something so powerful can be so... You're so insignificant before something so powerful. And that's very true for this game. Even though they are a lot more sympathetic to humans and the like, they also do not understand how to interact with them at all. It's just absolutely... It's impossible to even understand, like, exactly why the Great Ones do the things they do, with the exception of they want to have children, and that's all we know. That's it. That's the entirety of knowledge of the Great Ones. And they're greater than humanoids. At least that's what the Healing Church believes. I kind of disagree. Okay. And thalassophobia also does very much come into this game, after all. No, kill it! Kill it! Kill it before problems occur! Don't like those things. I'm not going to be able to shoot it down enough. Here, summon. Summon. Summon it. Summon it. Oh, but I got the grab. Oh, come on. Why does every single enemy in this game have to have a command grab? Again, maybe another gripe that I might have with the game a little bit. Come on, take them down. Give me some stuff. Twin bloodstone shards, nothing. You're not going to fool me by standing still again. That's absurd. There. Okay. A lot of fun stuff there. Now then. Take the elevator up. Take the old school ancient Thumerian elevator up to the top. See if there's anything fun to be done. Maybe. I don't know. I don't remember this area very well, if I'm being honest. Lovecraft's horror is hard to get, but it's also so insanely terrifying. Yeah, I mean, a lot of the things that people really, like, don't get about it is that it's just, like, if the Great Ones or, you know, any sort of... come on, I'm just up here again. The Great Ones or any sort... like, they cannot care about humanity. They're not Satan. They're not here to... They don't base their entire existence around you as a person. That's the thing that makes them creepy. But it's like a lot of people just want to be like, yeah, but I just want them to be an antagonist in the story. And it's like, it makes sense because you want to have an antagonist in the story. It's like, it feels like you're not really accomplishing too much without that. But It's like, that's why you got to have a character like Mikolash, but not a character like Cthulhu. It's like Mikolash and Cthulhu are two separate characters, and that's important to remember. You know how it is. One, they have two very different motivations. One you can put as the actual villain of the story. One has to just be the threat. Just came from YouTube, joined Twitch. First thing I did, come and watch. Oh, that's very nice. Well, we are just finishing up Bloodborne. This is the final chalice dungeon, so actually might not be too much longer, but we'll see, considering how much I've been kind of wandering around not finding the thing I'm looking for. Yeah, I mean, think about like World of Horror, which I played a lot recently. It's like that was a good representation of that, because it's just like a bunch of weird nonsense, and you're not even trying to stop the action. You're just trying to stop the threat. You can't actually fight any one of the old gods that exist in that. They're there, and they will kill you if you even start to come in contact with them. Ah, I'm gonna die. That's a problem. You're there to fight Mr. Tanaka. Ah, it's right there. Just let me hit the thing. I can't fight this guy. He's too fast. He does stuff like that. It's just like, it was right there, too. World of Horror were some fun streams. This is a fun game. I'd highly recommend it if you've never played it yourself. Oh, man. Oh, man. Welcome to the rat pit. He says Lovecraft was interested in biology, astronomy, and mythology, which makes sense. I mean, he was also kind of a real racist dude, so, you know. His fear of the unknown might have been kind of informed by that a little bit. Just a smidgen. Just a tiny tad. As you do. Can't say you see Freakazoid? Oh, I love Freakazoid. That's fun. That is a fun game. Or a fun show. Super referential, and especially like for the 90s when it came out. So, you know. Yes, I know I said game. You know what I meant. Come on now. I know, I'm playing a video game. I'm thinking about video games. Give me a break here. Like, the thought process is about the video game, as you do. Is this the area I want to be in? No, this is the pit that I was in before. So race to L. Ron Hubbard went, wait, that's how people look at me? Hey, oh, boy. If Hubbard is an entirely different character. He's a dude. Anyway, it's somewhere around here. I know that. It's like on one of the edges is what is the place that I was going into, right? Or was it up the thing and the thing? I don't remember anything. So many of these areas are too similar. They're too similar. It's like I like the unique assets and everything, but the chalice dungeons are the lesser part of the game for good reason. Always been considered that, always will be. Okay. It is just up here. Oh no, I'm just getting completely destroyed by these dogs. Yep, that was not happening. Quoting Murphy Brown will definitely date you. I didn't quote Murphy Brown. I just talked about it. I appreciate the writing, not so much a person. Yeah, it's an influential style of he's also like super into purple prose and like all that sort of stuff. So even like the stories themselves, I think, are kind of eye-rolling at points in time, but the influence is definitely undeniable. All right, do it again. DLC is the worst part of Bloodborne. I don't own the DLC, and besides, I'm now in New Game Plus. I'm not going to go do the DLC in New Game Plus. That would be wacky. Too much. I killed by Father Gascoigne on my second round here. It's like I can't do that. Usually in this room, there's another door over there. Unfortunately, not this time. Ah, buppies. What's that mean? Boopies. Boopy, please. Please. Anyway, I'm getting distracted here. Okay, gonna go run up to the top of this again. Also, that guy probably has... you know what? Get over here, you. You probably have like a gem or something, which I'd like to get. If I don't die. Ah, come on. Got him. Like, I know the timing here. I'm just messing it up. Okay, fine then. No. Yes. No. Yes. No. Yes. That worked. Okay. How much time my stupid comment remained in your head? I mean, think about it like this. It was very memorable. All right. Just roll past it. Oh, why is it so difficult to get past this one area? That's a cool looking crossbow, though. It's baller. Oh, I want to get the gem if I can. I'm probably gonna die trying to do it, but I want to do it. Yes, come on. Hopefully that's good. It's impossible to say until I go and look at it myself. All right, come on. Good, good. Oh, thank you, Jim Zen. Once again, welcome to the jam. As I try desperately to just go... I'm okay. I can survive that against all odds. I'm not even gonna try and question how. Okay, got the gem. I don't remember where I went. I'm gonna admit it right now. I don't remember where it was. Like, there's 4 corners. Certainly I can find it somewhere here. Was it, like, up on the upper level? I thought it was down here, but I don't know. Okay. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. I'm gonna do this. Like, look. The boss... Yes, okay, this is the right area. You just gotta watch out for Mace Boy. Almost did not watch out for Mace Boy. Look, that's it. We're good. I can die now. In peace. Whatever. Don't care. Mission accomplished. And I'm not going to fight that guy. God, he is very difficult. Like, you would think that the guy that doesn't even wear clothes would be easier, but... The worst part about Bloodborne is no PC, so the modding community couldn't fix/make content. I'd be super down with, like, mods for Bloodborne. I think that'd be fun. But it's like, yeah, you know, it ain't there. And I don't even blame Sony. It's such a potential, like, huge cash source in the future when they remake it for the PS5. Because I'm telling you, that is definitely their plan right now. Where they're just like, we're not going to release on PC because we can double dip on this game. Totally. Bloodletting beast, baby. Ain't got a head. Kind of weird in that way. Also, one of the, like, fun, not a great camera boss fights. Cleric Beast, though, music. That's fun. Who don't like Cleric Beast? Very blood-starved beast in its stylings. It's also one of the bosses that got stompy feet. So the feet do damage to you. Like, a super minimal amount as well as stun if you're even just, like, near them when he's walking around. It's super annoying. Do that to me. And yes, it is a camera beast style of character. Should be able to do decent damage to it, though. It is a beast. And serrated damage does more against characters like that. Also has this weird range attack, which I'm not even entirely sure how that's supposed to work. He's like a werewolf. Why does it do that? Hey, stop. The stompy feet, I tell you. He's also just very quick in general. I got this, though. I'm losing a lot of blood vials. Okay, break them legs. Legs broken. Legs successfully broken. Good. Good dodge, good dodge. Weird parasites being thrown out. Come on. Yeah. And then he gets a... This is like straight up a Sekiro boss now, isn't it? I feel like I see where some of the inspiration came from. I told you, these werewolves are gross guys. It's like, yeah. It's so very Sekiro. Come on now. Kept walking towards me. Oh, still not as bad as Dark Beast Parl. Nothing is. Dark Beast's just terrible. Whether it's the ones you fight in Lauren, whether it's the one you fight in Yahagul. This was a Sekiro spoiler. Who could have expected it? Yeah, I mean, this game probably has more in common with Sekiro than it does with Dark Souls. Kind of an interesting thing to think of. Anyway, I should probably go use the beast pellet. It's like, bleh. Yeah, Bloodletting Beast, as well as Bloodstarved Beast, I would think, not going to be included in the hot category. No, hot or not says this one's 0% hot. The Beast-possessed Soul, on the other hand, very hot. Gotta watch out for that dash. Monka dash. I can probably get a good amount out of the pellet if I really tried to. Come on. Ah, the fastness. It's like large fast boss. Always very frustrating to fight, though. I'm kind of, as you can see, I'm getting more used to it over time. This is another one of those bosses you ain't gonna see in the main game, though. Ah, slow. So slow. Good. Also, definitely one of those bosses that you do not want to lock onto. That is going to shoot yourself in the foot real bad. No, come on, not now. Ah, whatever, I'll switch over to the other thing. Not gonna need the... I'm not gonna need, like, a lot of the... Not gonna need a lot of the, gun work for this besides, so I can just go... real hard into just attacking. Okay. Acceptable. Gotta prep up for that slam attack more. That's the one that's really... Excuse me? I can't believe I didn't get hit there. Weird. Good. Yeah, whatever. That's fine. That's fine. And there's the worm. Just feel that stompy feet going on. Get hit by the slam because it's just slight. That slam attack is just slightly slower than you think it is. One of those like the blue version of the Smelter Demon style fights. Yeah. Weapon at risk thing really screwed me up there, unfortunately. Seems like you letting the Bloodstarved Beast step on you quite a bit. I mean, the question is, how else would I fight him? It ain't like Amygdala where you can try and like do weird hand baiting out things. It's like, nah, you really got to get in there. He doesn't take lesson damage from his feet anyway. Big stompies. It's always with the big stompies. Every time with the big stompies. Oh. Leeches were a pretty typical way to let blood. I guess that kind of makes sense, but I was thinking more that it's just like it's a horrid, rotting beast without even a head on it. And because all of the beasts are, you know, like almost zombies in their own way, that just shows how much they're just rotted beyond all understanding. It's gross. They're gross. They're gross werewolves. That's the way I see it. Mangy dog. Get out of the way. Mangy dogs. You just want him to step on you because you think he's hot? Not him. Come on. Come on. Anything else that I want to buy here? Get some good mold. Oh, that's the good mold. They put out the special little napkin for it. I also like just the look of the ritual blood. Like, look at that guy. He's having a good time. Oh, Pog! Stupid. Anyway. Oh, Pog, Chalice Dungeons. Yeah, put that as an emote. No, nobody's going to use that. All right. Let's get to this here. I got this fight. It's gonna be clearly like the first fight against the Descendant went so well. It's like I was kind of hoping that this one would go well too. And like I said, the third boss, it can be a thing, but it's honestly known as being kind of a disappointment after everything you go through to get to it. All right, get back in there. Start it up again. Only lets the Vicar step on him. I mean, Vicar Amelia is the other one that has big stompies. That it's like, even if you're just near the feet as she's stepping around, she will damage you. Very slightly, but still damage. Just gotta get that slam attack down. It's the old, it's just slightly slower than you think it is. And that's the most annoying attacks of them all. I was saying before that it's just like the blue version of the Smelter Demon, as well as the Fume Knight from Dark Souls 2, were just like the epitome of using that mechanic against you. I don't think that it was intended in this game, but it's like it certainly happens quite a bit. DLC version of the Vicar has some really annoying stompies. Yeah. Haven't done the DLC, though, so I have been thankfully been spared of that for now. Could make a Pog Dead Cells guy if he had a head. I mean, you could just throw it. No, nothing. None of that works. He doesn't have a head. At best, he has an eyeball, and it's like even that's kind of like a very charitable interpretation of what the guy looks like. Yep, there's the stompies again. It's the sort of thing that if you are actually doing like for real attempts at no hit runs, it's like that's got to be your worst nightmare, I think. Get your gross exposed neck hole. Ah, and I screwed up it again. I tell ya. Is that still? That was still enough to hit me. Huh. Kind of a generous hitbox. Of course, maybe that's one of the worst things about Bloodborne, trying to figure out some of the quite generous hitboxes that some of the enemies have. Come on now. I think those do frenzy on you or something if you get hit by it. But I'm not planning to. Come on. You can't leap back. You can't do your disengagement attack and then just go right into the wall to stomp me a second time. Ugh, gross. Ah. At least he doesn't actually do that much damage. Oh, is he going into... What's he doing? I don't actually know what that attack was. If it was an attack, it might have been a healing thing. I don't know. Okay. By the way, he does do attacks with that worm if you let him. It's more of a range attack thing, like how the snakes will kind of go all stretchy fun times. But if I can avoid getting hit by it, that'd be ideal. Or Sekiro, really. Yep. I'm alive, I'm alive. I'm barely alive, but I am alive. Okay. Hit his legs, hit his legs. Ah, your big stompy legs are so easy at hitting me, but I can't be hitting them. It's kind of wacky. Ah. Quit stepping on me with your big stompy legs. God, he's so fast. Come on. Come on, I might be able to do it here. Got him. Okay, there we go. Bloodletting Beast version 2, we're down. You still streaming? Oh, yeah. I'm actually getting there. One boss left, baby. And then we're done with... That's like full boss run of Bloodborne. I love this game. I love this game a lot. Oh. All right. He took a breather. Yeah, it's weird. I guess that's a thing he can do. I don't know. I haven't seen like every single attack from every single one of these bosses. I know about most of them, but sometimes you still get weird surprises like that occasionally. Interesting, if true. You know what? Let's go buy some ritual stuff. Why not? I feel like it. Actually, I kind of got plenty of those for right now. Yeah, sure. Kind of still feel like going to get more blood gems, if I'm being honest. I guess fun. It's a fun thing. I like doing it. All right, but now we're so close to the end. We're so close to the end here. Now, I did get a bunch of new gems. Let's see if any one of them are any good. I'm not seeing anything that just gives me extra damage, which is obviously what I'm looking for. Ah, dang. All these gems and nothing good. What about like this? Ah, still not quite good enough. What about any of these? Nope. Still not good enough. The cursed stuff is the way to go, baby. Ah, well. That's how it happens. Let's do it. Ah. So close. So close. We're right at the end. One boss left. And then the chalice dungeons are complete. And then, like, yeah, that is like all the chalice dungeons complete. I finished Ease. I finished the Lauren dungeons. You saw the Hintertombs one. And it's like, obviously you can go and do like the cursed ones to get better blood gems and everything. But it's not like you get any new content out of that. What about the unreleased one? I feel like the explanation would be in the name itself, right? Because I don't even know what that is. If Soulja Boy threatened to beat you up, I don't care what Soulja Boy thinks of me. Was that guy not arrested for that console thing they created? But anyway. What is the unreleased one? I have not heard of that. I don't even know if the Beast Blood Pellet is going to be useful here. You know, it probably would have been pretty useful in the previous area, but whatever. Well, let's get Oleg here. Why not? I am more than willing to give these dudes some some extra props coming in here. It's not like I need extra help in these areas, but, you know, why not? Got it here. There's a code or something unreleased in the Chalice dungeon found years ago. Max entered it. Max? Like the FGC guy? Ugh, that actually did quite a bit of damage. Also, hunters. Well, they probably will drop... A hunter would probably drop some good blood gems. I should go fight him. Especially if he just leaves himself open to attack like that. Mm-hmm. Stop doing that. Stop it. Stop it. You're not going to survive. That's the rope bombs that you can throw behind you. And Oleg's still just having a lot of trouble. Like a lot of trouble with... Really? Nothing? Nothing at all. Huh. With this scorpion. Anyway, I should probably go help him out. Yo, this scorpion's giving me a lot of difficulty here. There. Ow. Anyway. Yeah, okay. Max, yeah. That is exactly who I was thinking of then. Ooh. You know what? Get out here. Let's do it. Let's get the whole gang here. What is it? Like, is it any... There are some that are in code that aren't accessible by normal means except for glyphs, seeds, I guess. That is what... That's what that means. Seeds, right? Any more hunters around here? That last one didn't drop anything, but maybe a different one would. Kind of weird. You would expect, like, to get a gem or something from that. I don't know. Wow, look at this guy. Dark Souls man here. In Bloodborne. It really the Dark Souls. Now if I can just run around here real quick. Okay. Imagine using a shield in Bloodborne. Well, I would assume that guy probably has a better... I should... Let's go help out my bros that I summoned. Wow. That was the slowest raise. Like, huh. Great One Beast? What is a Great One Beast? That seems like it would be two things that would be very counter to each other. Here's something that I'm going to guess you never thought of. What about marshmallows and coffee? Well, I got news for you. I drink a lot of mocha, so yeah, I kind of know like what the deal is with hot chocolate and coffee combined together. Would you have sex with Solaire? Probably not. We are talking about a pseudo-medieval world that does not yet have access to deodorant or dentistry. No, that's mean. Of course I would. Code for the unreleased dungeon. She's like, what is it? What is it like? That boss? Because I'm interested. I'm not going to do it because I don't have internet access, but... Oh, really? You just like back, eh? You missed right there, too. So you're just like a regular enemy in this dungeon. That's weird. Oh, come on. Doesn't matter too much. You're dead now. Oh, no, it's doing the thing again. I hate it. I hate that. Stop doing that. You're not going to drop anything. And once again, the scorpions are clearly the most... Yeah, I don't have internet. I'm not going to buy PS Plus just to go do an unreleased dungeon for Bloodborne. Come on, give me some good gems, baby. I don't know if that's good. It might be. All right, in the meantime, anything else I want to go check out around here? I guess there is this cave area. Oh. Okay. But yeah, like, what's the boss like? I'm curious about that. Nothing? Nothing? No drops? Okay. My gosh. That's fine, I suppose. I didn't need it. It's not like I needed any drops or anything, I guess. Blood vials. Don't care. Got plenty. Looking for gems if I'm going to get anything around here. Telling Alex you heard a rat? That thing was barely a rat anymore. It was more like gross flesh pustules than any sort of living creature. Oh shit, a rat. I haven't said that for a while. Anyway, probably when I start up Undermine eventually again. Anything in here? Anything fun? Has Final Fantasy VII Remake and Remnant? I don't know. I don't really care all that much about Final Fantasy VII if I'm being real with you. I played that game before. It's good. It's a good game. But I'm not really all that interested in playing like the remake or anything. There we go. No, my items. Good. Oh, and it wasn't even anything useful anyway. But the content, what about the content? That's not worth, like, you know, there's a certain level where it's just like content has to be foregone for, like, not spending money for an unreleased, probably unfinished part of the game. Like, I don't know what this boss is like, but nobody's really telling me too much about it, which says probably not the most interesting thing. Curious as far as a historical item goes, but, you know, gotta have more than that. 100,000 souls right now. I should go sell those. Or whatever. Remnant is awesome. I mean, I've heard good stuff about it. It's just, I'm not all that interested. I don't know. I played Final Fantasy VII, actually not even back in the day. It was actually, like, relatively recent. It was like 2010. But, you know, yeah. I mean, it's all right. How little I like the Souls games, even if they're objectively good. Oh, what, Remnant from the Ashes? Yeah, people were asking me to play that, I remember, and I was just like, not interested. Anyway, get out of here, nerds. For both of them. Don't need you guys anymore. Get out of here. Oh, and then I get also Queen Killer? No, I'm not. We'll do this one solo. It's fine. It is technically the final boss of the game at this point in time, right? Yarnum, Thumeru Queen. Saw her a little bit earlier in terms of when she appeared right before Mergo's, well, the fight against Mergo's wet nurse. It's like, and now here she is as an actual boss. Mergo's mom. Just shooting blood everywhere, as you do. Kind of an unimpressive boss, if I'm being honest. Lore-wise, pretty interesting. The leader of the Thumeru. Leader of the Thumeru before their entire civilization kind of went kaput. You get the big hit there. I don't even know if you can parry, or not parry, but visceral attack this enemy, but figure it out. A lot of frenzy. No surprise for somebody so closely associated with the thing. I don't actually know how, like, the whole stunning works in this fight. I guess I'm gonna figure it out though, with enough time. Man, come on. There we go. I'm using all my blood vials here, but that's okay. Yeah, by the way, if somebody can tell me, how does the stunning work? Where you just kind of get, like, randomly stunned a lot. Dissolving in blood and everything. Called menstruation. Here's what it means to you. Yeah, that's a big theme in the game after all. I'm not making money, then it's not worth it to him. Yeah. You know, in the same way that it's just like I've had a 60-part series on the channel that has not been monetized ever. Or like, for example, the last episode of Dead Cells that I put up that is not able to be monetized because it had 7 seconds of that one song in it. All right, well, this is a boss fight. Shouldn't be too difficult, but it's just like, yeah. It is a boss fight. That's why we have Persona and entitled Duck Game. Technically, probably shouldn't have called it Duck Game, considering there is an actual game called that. But whatever. Here we are. Come on. Can I just get an attack out here? This is going to be blood all day, every day. Every day. Apparently, it's going to be blood all day, every day. Did it really get demonetized? Yeah. Copyright claimed. For 7 seconds of audio. There we go. Apparently can get a visceral here and there. Alright. Going into phase 2. Let's do it. Oh. No, that's bad. How does that even take so much damage? Anyway. And then, of course, the most dangerous attack when she just kind of circles around in a circle. Good. And I should just be running up here and attacking her more than anything else. That's kind of what is working. Hey. Cut that out. Yeah, can anybody tell me exactly how it works when you get stunned like that? Because I still do not know. She stuns you whenever you hit her. Do you need to do range stuff? I certainly cannot do range stuff. Well, the only range stuff is like Blood Tinge, and that's still incredibly weak. Nah, not worth it. Gotta go figure out something else here. I mean, it's like I said, it's not a difficult boss, but I think I just got to be more aggressive. I don't really remember exactly why. I just remember like the first time after spending like literally hours trying to get through the Defiled Chalice that it's like it took me like 2 tries to beat this boss, and that was it. Yeah, it's weird that nobody seems to know about that. Like, I swear, it's like usually these games are very good at just like telling you anything that you need to know immediately. Mm-hmm. Man, come on. Right. Just keep. And it's kind of like, does nobody really know exactly how it works? Yeah. I've done this fight once when the game came out. Weren't you going to be doing this like as a speedrun or something? Whatever. I guess I'll figure out something. I've done this fight multiple times, but you know. But I don't remember it too well, if I'm being honest, because, like, yeah, it's kind of trivial, mostly. Come on. I should just go look it up for, like, the next fight, if there is one. Mm-hmm. Where'd you go? And there's the stun again. Man, I tell you. That was the most annoying part about this fight, if I'm remembering correctly. Where it's just like, yeah, you just gotta get stunned. You ain't gonna be able to stop it. Mm-hmm. Now, great weapon at risk again. Hopefully it's not gonna be too long. But hey, blood sword. And stun. Mm-hmm. Cool. Very cool attack. Thank you, Queen Yarnum. Very cool. Right, there goes you. Mm-hmm. Come on. Every time with that. No, don't. Yeah, it seems to be the third cry. Oh, by the way, I don't actually have, like, the sound on. I cannot hear it. Like, I can barely hear Babby crying. Bappy crying. Okay, and that'll do that. Now, where's the other one? The classic game of Find the Boss. Good. Yeah, there's a real boss. You can tell because she's really, really way dirtier than everything else. Okay. Apparently that didn't actually hit me, which is kind of wacky. Okay. I'm just going to switch over here real quick. Yeah, of course. Oh, yeah. Stupid Blades of Mercy. Using an armored gun. Right. Okay. Now, once again, somewhere around here. Somewhere. I'm telling you. That tells you. Yeah. Oh. When you hear that, I mean, I can't hear it, though, is the problem. Okay. Stupid Blade of Mercy. If only I could use my actual, like, weapon here. Okay. And come on. Getting very close to finishing this. Ah. Yeah. There's a baby that cries, he gets stunned between the second and third cry. That's weird because there's like nothing else in the game that requires you to have like to hear the game. It's a very bizarre way to do that. How about you increase your sound? How about you increase your ass? Shut up. Oh, I don't have anything to go repair my weapon so that I can actually get good damage again. Ah, it's so frustrating. I mean, but that's what you get when you're using the cursed stuff that has, that's what happens when you're using the cursed stuff that does, extra, deterioration on weapons. And do not basically go back and repair them every single time you can. What does that even mean? It means shut up and increase the sound on your ass. All right, let's get back in there. Shouldn't be too much of a problem, but it's like, yeah, this might actually be the point in time to go take out a rune that gives me extra blood vials. Not usually something that's all that important, but, like, sure. One of the rare times it's going to be useful. Right, anyway. Continuing on. And also just, like, real quick, go buy some more. I'm actually, like, really getting down on blood vials. I had, like, 300 at one point earlier, and it's like, I hate the mechanic in this game. You know, the Estus Flask is so good that it's, like, it's weird that, yeah. All right. Or you could keep the mechanics in mind. I have the mechanics in mind. It's just because the game did a bad job at doing them doesn't mean that it's like I'm not still keeping the mechanics in mind. I got this. Look, it's a final boss. We're almost there. And I got my actual good weapon. I got the good weapon working for me, so it should be fine. Not even slightly a problem at all. I just got to get to that point. All right. Come on. Yeah, Queen Killer suddenly makes a lot more sense as far as a character name, eh? Bolt Paper, Beast Blood. None of these are going to be particularly useful in this fight, are they? Let's see. And stop. Okay. Come on. Extra blood vials and everything should make this quite a bit easier. Can I at least, like, rally up a decent amount of health there? Nope, not quite. I mean, it wasn't terrible, I guess, but, you know. Can I at least shoot you? No. I'm stunned again, you say? Stupid sound mechanics. Come on. Okay. That's the real one, I think. Actually, is it? Yep, no, that's the real one. Like I said before, kind of the lesser of the... Well, you just, like, shoot the thing. Oh, boy. Of the lesser parts of the game, going through the chalice dungeons and all that. But I knew it, and I just wanted to play more, baby. Worth it to me. And then the stun. And the stun. Okay. I'm actually, like, doing pretty good as far as damage goes this time. Stuns aside. Good. And then you... I actually think you might be the real one, right? You are. Okay. Well, that's okay. I hate it so much. And then swing the sword one more time, and we're good. Okay. What a time to be alive, I say. Good shot. But hey, we're actually almost done here. It's like, yeah, when the fight goes well, it's like, man, boy, does it. Like, big difference. But that's like the end of Bloodborne. Like I said, kind of a disappointing boss as a final, but content nonetheless. Let's do it. Let's go get in there. Bam. Done. I don't even know how the Ancient Queen survived this long, but here she was. And there she is. Yarnum Stone. The ultimate item that you get for finishing everything. What does it do? I don't know, man. Something. It doesn't actually do anything. It's just here, though. Gross. Queen lies dead, but her horrific consciousness is only asleep and stirs in unsettling motions. What does that even mean? Is she a great one on her own, or is she just, you know, the sort that, hey, I also got another blood rock. Cool. I'm glad they gave you, like, blood rocks that you can actually get fairly easily in this game now. That was something that was frustratingly difficult before. Probably updated that with the DLC, I would assume. Good, good. Well, there we go, everybody. Hope y'all enjoyed Bloodborne. Great game. I love it.